for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we staying in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out of our cell at all. And that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed. But that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in Radio Land? How y'all doing in the chat? We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Thank you for joining me this Monday, April 13th, 2026. Hey, look, we got a lot to discuss today. We got a lot to talk about on this Monday. Salute to everybody joining the show in the chat. Who we got in the chat? We got Josh in the chat. Salute, Josh. I see you. Kawanda in the chat. Sylvia. How you doing, Sylvia? Reginald in the chat. Jeff is in the chat. Hey, look, not really a city girl. I see you, girl, in the chat. Hey, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know how we get down on a Monday. Let's get the Miracle Minister Kevin on the lines for that Monday prayer. How you doing, Miracle Minister Kevin?
Tory, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed and having a good time. It's been a beautiful weekend, and I've enjoyed it. How you doing?
Hey, look, I'm feeling powerful.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I know you're going to have a lot to discuss. There's been a lot going on.
Yes.
And my ears are open today.
Hey, look, I'm telling you, it's, it's kind of, early. It's nice out. It's April, and like I said, there's some good things going on in the community as well. Salute to Shakes for selling his Milwaukee collaboration shoe with Visit Milwaukee and Summerfest. Eric Shake James released an Adidas themed shoe of Milwaukee, and a lot of people talking about that online. But I'll say this, I support all of the brothers that's on the front lines. No matter what they doing, if they positive with all of the things that's going on in the city, that is something that's positive. The week before we was talking about takeovers. Now we talking about a black designer, Alexander the designer, and Eric Shake James, black men that are moving the culture in a positive direction when it comes to fashion, shoe industry, things like that, with a huge brand. Adidas. So to me, that was powerful over the weekend that went on. A lot of people, I saw a lot of videos of people coming together, excited about what was going on over there, and I think that's powerful.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's good that we support each other, things like that. I don't know how great Milwaukee is at supporting our own, but we definitely need to do stuff like that.
Hey, the line, you would have thought they were selling
doing something positive.
Hey, Minister Kevin, you'd have thought they were selling the new Michael Jordans. How long that line was? That line was wrapped around 2-3 corners. Yeah, it was a powerful thing to see.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. I'm glad he was able. I seen him on last week. Mm-hmm. On your show, and I believe in another show as well. He came on. That's good. I mean, he gets some good advertisement, and put his product out there, because we all need to prosper, man. There's enough for everybody here to prosper. Keep that money in the black community. That's what we don't do. But we need to do that. Keep our money in our own community and let it ride, man. Let it ride. Let it grow.
I'll say this.
There's room for everybody.
I'll say this. This has never been a better time to regroup, rethink, and reshape, and catch that positive high frequency. A lot of times, when you're traveling on a low vibration, you got to deal with your self-hatred sometimes, and that's something that you got to kind of restructure yourself around and try to break free from that low vibration, that negative spirit. And many times when I see that stuff, I see, that means the high vibration is present, and when you have people that, many times they try to take the low road, at one point you got to jump off and say, okay, how can I get in a space where I'm active, where I'm contributing, where I'm being what's right about the community? That's something, that's the inner workings that you got to do. You know how people say they got to heal. Sometimes you got to heal yourself from that negative energy that you've been surrounded by.
Exactly. And you talk about they take the low road. We were talking about that with Running Rebel. Shout out to Victor and Don Barnett. Went to them on Saturday. We have conversations with their young folks, find out what it is they want to do, give them something to do. They go on field trips there. They go do a lot of things because, we keep saying they have nothing to do. But we got to make sure we get the correct things for them to do. Mm-hmm. And not just out there, taking a low road and taking the things that you work hard for, but get out there working themselves and obtain the things that they can feel proud of what they get, rather than try to jack somebody for what they got.
Right.
Sometimes that's what they do. They can't get it. They see the struggle. I can't get this. I can't get that. And they find themselves in desperate situations, or just they just got the desire to have low vibrations. And they do things, and we need to get that kind of thought, that mentality out their head. And build up some spirit, so be proud of what you can do, with your own hands. I spend a time around the house with my grandson here, doing electrical work. I'm showing him how to do a lot of things, and, building up some kind of skill. If that's the route he decides to take, fine. If not, at least he still had that knowledge. Fixing things around the house, fix a door, change the screens out, whatever. Just constantly, he's 11, constantly doing things with him so he can learn things, because I don't think they even have these wood shops and different shops.
Well, they took them out of the schools. They took them out of the schools. Usually, back when my grandparents was coming up, a lot of the schools had trades. Now you could find one or two schools that may have trades. So we got to make sure that we fill in the gaps.
Yeah, I've had it from 7th grade all the way to 12th grade, and then went on after that. It kept on doing it, even in the service. I've always had it, and so I try to teach that, to other people as well. Because if you can get into the union, you can make an outstanding living, and you don't really have to know anything about the trade to get into it. They will teach you as you're in it, and you're making good money, $30 an hour as you're learning. You can't argue with that.
No, you can't. But like I said, due to the fact that those are the programs that are needed in our schools, and when they say they got things for kids to do, they don't mention that the trades have been taken out of the schools, where a lot of these young men, instead of them being out here doing whatever they're doing, a lot of them could have been dealing with the trades. But like I said, these are the things that we have to make the adjustments for and make sure that they continue to have those resources as well.
And it opens so many doors for her. I went from taking wood shop, metal shop, electrical class my junior year, refrigeration, air conditioning my senior year. We had all that, and it helped. When I got out of school, I said I want to go to the military and be an electronic technician. Boom. I want to go to trade school and fix computers. Boom. All this stuff is available. And, even my wife, she works down at MFPC to help people get in down there. So there's so much available for people, but I thank God that doors are open, but we have to bring people to the door. Sometimes they're not looking for them doors. So you got to bring them to it and say, look, the door's open for you. And I know people like you, Liz, and Overblow, we try to be there for our youth and everything. And, we got to share information too, though. That's what we need to do. We have to share information. Everybody can sit back on different information they may have on how to get somebody into this trade, how to get them into this job. I know Vaughn is out there as well. But we have Tracy there. We have to share some information with each other. We don't have to have these big meetings. Just pass out a piece of paper here. Some people, get this to them. Give them a card out. Stuff like that. And that would to help people to grow what we're trying to grow.
Well,
which is our youth.
And that's why I say we need that prayer, because many times when we out there doing our work, doing the things that we do, we're praying that we can circulate the money in our community. We're praying that we can give the kids the tools that they need. We're praying that we can help our elders every day, single day. And it's going to take the village. Like I said, it's going to take a village to help repair a village. And that's why I like when you come on and try to get us on one accord every Monday. And we thank you for that. If y'all listening, gather around whatever device y'all taking in the show for the Monday prayer.
Dear Lord God, we're here once again just because your mercy and your grace and your precious gift of life. We humbly come before you, seeking strength and protection to make it through another week. Keep a loving arms wrapped around your children as we traverse in our daily activities and move about with faith and confidence in you. Those that are petitioning for something special, we touch and agree upon that thing right now, that you may grant it according to your perfect will in our lives. Those who are in need, be a provider. Be a healer to those that are broken, for we are cast down but not destroyed. To all the families and their loved ones who are in mourning, send your spirit of comfort to help them make it through this most difficult time. And empower all those that get out and do the work that you have called them to do. I speak life and life more abundantly in Jesus' name. Amen.
Hey, anything else you want to say, Miracle Minister Kevin?
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm. stay focused.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to get into the show. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's that time again for the Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 18th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. as we come together to clean up the city of Milwaukee. Be part of making a difference in our community. The Tory Lowe Community Cleanup, Saturday, April 18th, 8 to noon. Sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, Steinhoffels, Cousin Subs, Waste Management, and presented by the Milwaukee Metropolitan Sewerage District, your clean water partner, serving Greater Milwaukee for 100 years.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Sweet Talk's Medical Spa in Menominee Falls. Skip the sterile clinical office feel. Sweet Talk stays on the cutting edge of beauty and wellness innovations in a vibrant, playful space promoting self-love and confidence. Sweet Talk specializes in a range of treatments including injectables, medical-grade skincare, weight loss, hormone therapies, and more. Not sure where to start? Sweet Talks offers comprehensive wellness consultations to create a customized plan centered around you. Because at Sweet Talks, your goals are their goals. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, the Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tory Lowe, Tory Lowe. Yeah. On the block by the courthouse. Phone ring, he already know. Mama crying in the hallway. Who gon' speak? She say, Tory Lowe. North side, south side. Same pain, same tears on a different door. He the one they call when they can't breathe, when they can't take it anymore. Advocate, Tory Lowe. He gon' ride when it's time, let the city know. From the hood to the front row. If you hurt, say the word, he gon' stand 10 toes. Advocate, Tory Lowe. Every step, every march, he be in that snow. When it rain, when it cold.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look, Truth Nation. It's that time of year again. Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. Presented by Milwaukee Metropolitan Sewage District. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 18th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. as we come together to clean the city of Milwaukee. We'll be meeting at Evolve Church, Pitts Mortuary, and MLK Elementary School. Look, let me tell you something. This is the time to get tuned up. This is the time to get that deep cleaning in. We'll also have the mobile unit from MMSD out there at MLK Elementary School at 3275 North 3rd Street. We'll have them out. They'll be looking for things like old antifreeze, paint thinner, batteries, propane cylinders, and pesticides. Drop the items off starting at 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at MLK Elementary School. Look, sign up now for Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. Go to ToryLoweCleanup.com. That's ToryLoweCleanup.com. The Tory Lowe Community Cleanup is sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, Steinhaffel's Cousin Subs, and Waste Management. I can't wait to see everybody out. Once again, that's ToryLoweCleanup.com. If you want to sign up, make sure you register because our food sponsor, Cousin Subs, will be back again this year, feeding everybody at the last location, which is MLK Elementary School, which will be the last location. But if you're not gonna volunteer, make sure that you clean that stuff up out the basement. Make sure you clean up all of those hazardous chemicals in the home and bring them over to MLK from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get rid of that stuff. It's nasty. You get rid of it. We got everything going on that day to make sure that you get a head start on the cleaning. Also, we got for the rest of the spring break, we got the Clean Your Hood Challenge. A lot of y'all talk about y'all love where y'all came from. Well, we asking people to get one bag of trash up off the community. One bag of trash. If everybody do a little, ain't nobody got to do a lot. Go out and get one bag of trash up off the neighborhood. Take a picture. Tag Tory Lowe on social media. Let me know. I need y'all to tag me in it to let me know it's real. I understand we got to be about that action in the spring cleaning time. It's time to clean. It's time to make sure that we getting on the high level of frequency. Yeah, a lot of people say, why should I do this? It ain't about picking up the paper. It's about working together to beautify our city. And I'll tell you this, once people start taking that kind of pride in their neighborhoods, they don't want anybody to mess it up. They ain't gonna want nobody to mess it up. That's why when you did it by yourself, you should have went around and knocked on everybody during the neighborhood and had organized the neighborhood to clean up with you, so they can say, okay, I didn't went out here and spent 2-3 hours trying to get this neighborhood clean. I don't want nobody to mess it up. And this is where we have to say, we got to look at each other and say, hey, look, we got to take accountability for us. We got to take accountability for our neighborhoods, for our children, for our elders, for ourselves. We got to look at each other and say, hey, look, are you doing your part? Are you holding your end up? I'm being an example of what you want to see as well. Don't be up in people's face and not doing nothing. You know what I mean? Because that may not come out too good for you. But if you're an example of what you want to see, people usually be like, you know what, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna make sure that I do my part. And this is what we got to do. Like, all that talking, all that discussion is not necessary. We got to get on the front lines. We got to get things done. So I'll say this. I can't wait to see everybody out April 18th. But we got a lot of different things after April 18th. We got so many different things, call to actions that's coming up. So I'm telling you to get on the wave of that high frequency. Get off that low frequency. All that, I don't know what to do. Ain't nobody doing nothing. No, you finna do something. We finna do it together. They say it ain't no unity in the community. The only reason there ain't no unity because you ain't doing nothing. Hey, let's stop wondering why there ain't no unity. And I'm wondering why you ain't doing nothing. And then if you are doing something, are you organizing those around you to get things done as well? We got to always understand that people follow leads. People follow good examples. What the Bible say, be an example, We got to do that. We got to make sure that we doing our part. It's that easy. People copy what they see. Don't let that go over your heads. I ain't saying y'all ain't doing nothing. But people copy. The kids looking at you every day. They know what. I told somebody if I needed to know what was going on, I'd ask my children because they see me every day. Some people will reach out on social media and they have opinions about me, but they don't know me. They don't know me. But if I wanted to know, if I really wanted to know something about me, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to ask the child I raised. Man, they going to tell me. Andrew, if your mama asked you to explain who she is, could you explain it?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, because you've been around her. You've been watching her, right?
Whole life.
The good, the bad, and the ugly, right?
All of it.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, this is if I want a reality check, I'll go ask my babies what do they think about they dad. You know what I mean? So that's the best reality check you can give yourself. You know, a lot of times we got to make sure that we stay on a frequency to develop others as well. Like I'll tell people, they say, Tory, who you gonna leave? If you stop, who's gonna take the mantle? I say, hopefully, if I stop, the community is working as a village. I say, hopefully, when I'm done with advocacy, the community has repaired the village. Then we got everybody active. Let's go from inactive to being active. Because right now, only reason a lot of things that's happening in our neighborhoods is going on is because we're not active. Everybody as a whole, we're not an active community. Once we get active, it's going to be hard for the community to stay the same. Activate. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have a pop culture report. We got Nazir Spencer in the studio. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on April 28th.
Uh-oh. Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Tune in April 28th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Discover your new favorite city, Milwaukee. Catch a sunrise over Lake Michigan. Sip your way through craft breweries. And dive into a dining scene that's turning heads. From museums and music to thrilling sports teams and buzzing nightlife, Milwaukee delivers all season long.
Good things are always brewing on the Fresh Coast.
The expert guides at visitmilwaukee.org have everything you need to fully plan every detail. Whatever it is you'd like to do in Milwaukee. Plan your trip today
at visitmilwaukee.org.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN in Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer.
The Milwaukee Bucks end their season with a loss to the Sixers 126-106. Head coach Doc Rivers is stepping down as the Bucks head coach next season. The franchise and Rivers are also discussing whether he'll move to an advisory role with the organization.
I always say I could do a better job. We could have had better health. We could have all kinds of things, but I'm not a big guy looking back. All you can do is look forward. So
the NBA playoffs begin this Saturday. The Brewers have now lost 5 straight and could be without Yelich due to a hamstring injury. The Brewers are back at it tomorrow against the Blue Jays. The Wisconsin Athletic Director Chris McIntosh will leave his job to take on a role with the Big Ten Conference. Evan Cohen from ESPN Radio's Unsportsmanlike has an idea on the next AD.
I don't think there's a single human being that cares about the University of Wisconsin more than Mark Tauscher.
I'm Nazir Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tory Lowe, he a soldier for the soul. Power to the people, seeing all the forces moving slow. Open doors for the low, still the voice of the voiceless. When you feeling like you running out of choice, boy, Tory got the remedy. Activists going to war for black people, his family. Always got his foot on the pedal, running with no energy. Keeping people at a higher level with his empathy. Call him when you need him. He been in
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We got Nazir Spencer in for the Pop Culture Report.
Yo.
How you doing, Nazir?
I'm good. We had some good news today, I guess, right? Well, yesterday and today. Mm-hmm. The Bucks are finally done with their season. No more needing to watch that anymore.
Okay, yeah, it was a tragic accident.
It was ugly. It was ugly all year. And,
definitely ugly. A lot of drama.
We had a 10-game win streak early in
lot of
February.
Drama. A lot of negative drama from the Bucks.
Yeah.
I'm happy that the season over. Maybe we could regroup, rethink, and reshape.
You say regroup and reshape. Well, we gonna be reshaping pretty soon because Doc Rivers is out of here.
Doc Rivers is no longer the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Hey, we love you, Doc, but it's time.
Hey,
you took a 2 seed and made them a travesty to the league.
Oh, wow.
They might move out of here in Milwaukee. They might move.
They said the ship was sinking. I guess.
Unbelievable.
The captain got to go down with the ship.
The only issue is Doc Rivers is we still paying him next year. Well, as he'll look to go into the front office now. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. If he's sticking around, still managing things,
that's even worse.
Yeah, that's even worse. That means he's going over the coach position, and his philosophy will be all through the front office.
So he gonna be working with John Horst, who's put us in this hole pretty much.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Hey, we love you, John Horst, too. We love both of y'all.
Maybe he could be a consultant just if they need to study for talent.
Yeah, because he's
maybe because he's a Hall of Famer. He could probably
check his resume,
look through the draft and see okay, this kid, man. Yeah. But if his philosophy is over the whole thing, no, you can't just shortchange Doc like that. Now he may not get his coaching skills probably ain't there right now. But he can tell the talent. He can look at somebody where they palm that basketball and dunk that basketball.
Yeah,
he can be a talent scout.
Look,
he can tell. Don't say he can't scout no talent. He just can't manage it right now.
All right, well, I ain't gonna get to that. But look, he got one more year left on his contract. Next year is his last year, I'm pretty sure. 2026-27 season. So he signed a contract, $40 million contract. So next year we're still.
How many coaches are we paying? Are we still paying Adrian Griffin?
Playing Adrian Griffin
Bud,
next year?
Are we still paying Bud?
That's a good question. I don't think we're paying Bud anymore.
Okay.
No.
So we got Adrian Griffin on the hook.
I think this
might be his last year. Yeah.
Well, Adrian Griffin, we paying him $4 million next year, and Dame for the next 3 years, $20 million a year. So.
Oh wow.
so Dame's playing for Trailblazers.
That might be bad management right there.
Oh, look. I saw a tweet that went into the weeds of it a little bit, and it was actually a good thing that we did cut Dame, but it does put us in a hole for the next few years considering we don't have any picks. So,
right,
it's ugly, but it'll be good for us in the long run, technically.
Well, the thing is, what they doing is when they don't have no picks, they go overseas and get the people from overseas and bring them over because many times they're more seasoned due to playing professional. Probably at the age of 15. That's how Giannis came over here. They looking for overseas players to fill in that gap many times when you don't have the number one draft.
Yeah, but, with the way people tanking this year, it's looking like this is 2003 draft. It's looking like people tanking like crazy this year. You see the Jazz out there just fouling people for no reason. The Kings tanking crazy. The Wizards always tanking. The Nets always tanking crazy. Like
I mean,
automatically.
but who's
games.
in the draft that they could get to turn their teams around?
Boozer, you got AJ DeBonsa.
So you said it's a good draft coming up?
It's a nice draft. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't think.
But are these people that's gonna come in right away and have an immediate impact, like a LeBron James?
Some of them, they got potential to do so. I won't lie.
There's always potential.
It's always potential. Like yeah, but. As we saw this last rookie class, they all look great. You got Con Knippel and Cooper Flagg about to be co-rookie of the year. They look good, right? And then you got B.J. Edgecombe on the Sixers looking good as well. Derek Queen just had 20 rebounds.
Okay.
Dylan Harper on the Spurs, they in the playoffs. Look, I'm just saying, but look, the Bucks are in a situation that I don't think is the prettiest. I think that Adrian Griffin, he had us in the right spot. 30-13, by the way, got fired. Still don't understand how that works.
Doc was on the phone with him, counseling him, and then he became the coach.
At that point, he should have been hired at the beginning of the year, right?
All I'm saying is we haven't had a winning record since.
Took a 2 seed to the bottom of the league. Giannis said he hasn't lost. This is the second time losing this bad ever in his career. 32 wins and 50 losses. Think about that.
And they was under investigation for
not letting them play.
Right.
So look,
what is that? It's a lot. It was a lot of negative energy coming from the team this year. And like I said, let's hope that it's this offseason we could kind of make strides to move in a different direction, try to, get back on track. I don't know what that looks like. That's over my thought process at this point.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, if we can't keep paying people after they gone.
You can't do it no more. You can't do it. You got to either trade them or you got to let them ride it out. Because Adrian Griffin, he should be still coach of this team. I'm not even gonna lie.
And we saying that in the after effect.
Right. The team had a crazy offense. We had a top 5 offense when he was a coach. We had a bottom defense though. That was the issue. Giannis wanted to win.
Right.
And they got rid of God damn, it was ugly. It was ugly. It was super ugly.
Also, Shams, your boy.
Yeah, Shams, man. He
now who Shams? To those that don't know, he's a reporter for ESPN.
Yeah. He's an NBA reporter.
Mostly about the Bucks, though. He's been making
recently, yeah.
Shams been making a lot of noise about the Bucks.
Yeah, and he responded today, about an hour or two ago, on the Pat McAfee show, saying this. Andrew
We're kind of similar where we were last year as far as Giannis, as far as last summer, where the Bucks will get a bunch of calls. They're going to get a bunch of offers. They already went through negotiations for Giannis in February as far as trade talks. They're probably going to revisit a lot of those same conversations with teams like Minnesota and Golden State and Miami and the Knicks. We'll see how the playoffs shake out. That's going to have a big part in all this. But listen, the reality of everything in Milwaukee is this. If they spent as much time dealing with their own internal dynamics and problems as they do responding to accurate reports, they wouldn't be in the mess that they're in right now. I'm just focused on doing the job.
Oh wow!
Where's the lie though? I mean, you got to hand it to him. He's not a bad reporter. He's just he eggs it on a little bit. That's how he does it. That's how he covers these stories. He eggs it on. He goes through the whole season. He's been talking about Giannis, and Giannis didn't get traded, and it made him look not bad, but the reports were still accurate on his end because trade talks did happen, right? And beginning of the season, it was still shaky. Giannis started off great, but the team wasn't good enough to win the big games, especially against the bad teams too, the Wizards and the Nets. We were losing early on against those teams.
Against teams that were horrible.
And then we were getting blown out by like the Celtics, and the Pistons we beat once, but it didn't pan out the rest of the time. So Shams has a point.
All I'm going to say is this. It's easy to beat up on a bad team. And the Bucks, we knew coming into this season, it was questionable.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Dame experience blew up.
Yeah.
Okay, so we knew coming into the season it was going to be Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't have
his right man.
No, he didn't have a wingman at
Middleton.
all.
Yeah. Even Middleton would have been great.
All I'm saying is, so we already knew that the league was going to try to beat up on the Bucks.
Right.
And at the end of the day, Giannis came into the season knowing that this team wasn't going to win anything. We all kind of looked at the team like, okay, can we pull a rabbit out the hat? can we pull a second person out of the group we have to assist Giannis? And that never manifested.
I'm happy that, Budenholzer's contract is up this year, and it's just or last year, excuse me, and then it's just bad, man. I'm glad they didn't cut Chris Middleton, because they would have still had to pay his big contract out, and that would have sucked. So
the only thing I didn't like about this season is that they booed Giannis.
We didn't boo Giannis.
No, what I'm saying is he had to deal with that, a situation where he felt it was personal.
Okay,
even if they booed him or not, he took it personal.
I was at that game. Nobody was booing Giannis. We were booing like Doc.
Right, but what I'm saying is, it made Giannis feel uncomfortable.
I get it. Yeah, he's never had that before.
So he never.
Right.
This is the first time I seen him had to react.
Yeah, that was bad.
And being uncomfortable with the Bucks fans.
Yeah.
So it was all diva conversation after that.
Yeah.
Well, really, what I seen was Giannis being. He was one of those people that was he would come to work hard, get his buckets and things like that. It was kind of soft spoken, funny, had joke. This year I seen that they made him out to be a diva.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
And usually in Wisconsin, when they start making you out to be a diva, Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, Giannis, like when they ready to move you, this is how they pollute the idea that your image, and then they move you somewhere else. And so I hate when I start seeing our athletes when they're in the transition that now they a diva, and
just they want to move on.
And this is where Wisconsin. This is basic Wisconsin sports politics.
Yeah, I agree. And to those who were booing Giannis, if you were, you're just wrong, because he's the only person out there really giving it 100%. Everybody else on the team, I love the guys on the team, I really do, but some of them don't really play, winning basketball. So,
well, now they just trying to get their spot. I mean,
well, yeah.
Once the big dogs ain't home, the cats gonna play.
Mm-hmm. You got to fight for yourself.
So Giannis was in and out. A lot of controversy around Giannis. So these young bulls was trying to get their spot.
I feel you. Hey, KPJ and Rollins, I think they already stamped.
But can they play team ball? That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is the new Bucks, these young bulls, we need somebody, a veteran, and Giannis would have been fine. But I think that now, with the damage of the media, with the relationships right now, Peter Fagan ain't around no more.
Ugh, man, that hurt.
Okay, so what do we have? We got to rebuild. I think that we'll be definitely, if we wasn't this year, next year we'll definitely be in the rebuilding phase.
Look, NBA playoffs, they start this Saturday. For those of you who tune into those, the play-in starts, I believe, tomorrow or Wednesday. I forget which one. But tune into the NBA the rest of the season. It's going to be fun in the playoffs. LeBron and KD.
I'm looking forward to LeBron and KD.
They're going at it one more time. Jokic against Ant. Oh, we got some good matchups now.
I'm looking at LeBron versus KD. I mean, that's the match. I'm excited about that first round.
Lakers stand no chance, but we'll see how it goes.
Hey, look, LeBron, see him and Bronny. LeBron.
Okay. Against Amin Thompson. Yeah, all right. We'll see.
Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
Hello, is this Shirley?
This is she.
Shirley, you are our Gruber 5K giveaway winner this quarter. Congratulations.
What would you do with $5,000?
Going to look at buying me a pickup truck. That will be some of my down payment.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
I love you guys.
I got money now.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we don't leave success to chance. We're designed for it. With strong support, high expectations, and a team committed to excellence, our educators turn belief into outcomes every day. If you believe every child deserves an excellent education, join Milwaukee College Prep. Apply today. Visit mkeprep.com/jobs.
The baked potato just became the main event. At Loaded Spud, we take comfort food and turn it into something bold. Fresh baked potatoes piled high with creative toppings like buffalo chicken, steak and cheese, and classic loaded favorites, all made fresh and built to satisfy. Big flavor, generous portions, no shortcuts. It's fast, affordable, and proudly local. Loaded Spud, Milwaukee's most unexpected comfort food. Stop in today at 789 North Water Street or visit online at www.letsgetloaded.online.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Out the frying pan to the fire where I landed at. Back where I was damaged at. Still brought a hammer back to advocate. It's the type of heat that melt the candle wax. Making moves to handle that. Never had to scam or trap the advocate. This for every mother who was beaten, who was bruised. If he put his hands on you, don't hesitate to move. What would Tory do? The advocate.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We got the Pop Culture Report brought to you by Nazir Spencer. Nazir, what else is going on in these pop culture streets?
We got some news about Offset and Cardi B again.
What?
Look, this is ongoing.
Didn't he just get shot on top of all of the gambling?
He had a warrant out for his arrest too.
What?
But they got dropped, I think, like last week or something like that.
Okay.
But
here we go.
So Cardi B left Offset for Stefan Diggs, correct? But was still having sexual relations with Offset while she was with Diggs. And the reason,
how do we know this?
So she had another kid, right?
Yeah, she was pregnant, and everybody, it was Stefan.
No. DNA
Hold on,
test?
wait a minute. You telling me Maury? The Maury testing came through.
Oh man, DNA test.
Here we go,
Offset,
Truth Nation.
It is Offset's kid.
What?
So Stefan Diggs is out of there. Don't even feel obligated to talk to her.
Hold on. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. All this time, they saying that the kid possibly was Stefan Diggs.
And Offset knew it was his kid too. He knew it. And it all went downhill when he found out the truth. And look, this is what I be telling y'all, man. This is the person that the girls be looking up to. This is not a good look at all. Okay? You having a baby and you claiming it's this dude, but in your back of your mind, you know it's your baby daddy's.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Did she say it was Stefan? I thought it was something to where she kind of was playing around with the fact that it was Stefan.
Nah, she went on live and was crying about it, and she just, I don't know. It's weird. It was breaking news.
There was a weird percentage that a lot of times that men that go do paternity tests, I think it was like 30-something%, 38%.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on it. Look this up, Andrew. How many times do the tests show that you're not the father? They said it's like 38 or something like that % at a time.
Yeah, and I don't understand.
Don't quote me on that. It's around that.
Yeah.
Could be 40 something. I don't know.
I hope it
30%.
Okay.
Yeah, 30% that many times when you go get the test.
Yeah.
That it may not be your baby.
Ugh. Look, I don't know the inside information on why this came out and how this came about. And, how he knew it was his the whole time. But it's not a good look, bro. It's not. Hey, it's good for Offset. He got another baby, and he trying to take control of that. Trying to take full custody of that kid now. So,
well, I mean, first of all, she was messing around with other men while the baby was in the stomach.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. That's weird.
She was married.
Yeah, it still is.
But he ain't. Look what he doing. So you can't. In this situation, these children may need to, get counseling after all of this. If they look back on their parents and see all of this,
bad look.
What's going on?
It's a bad look. I don't know.
It's not looking good.
What does somebody do in that situation when you find out 20 years later what your parents were doing while you were a toddler or an infant? Like you weren't even able to walk yet. And you just figure out you just figure that out. This is the normal life in a rap community. It's just not a good look.
Well, like I said, this is why you can't take celebrity lifestyles as Bible. Like some people, they see these celebrities, they get excited for them, they go out and dress like them, they go out and try to use some of the antics in their own relationships and things like that, and they wonder why it ain't working out. I seen a post that said, a lot of y'all relationships is failing because y'all taking your advice from social media.
That's what it is.
It's not real.
Yeah. Now think about these younger people in Milwaukee. Let's keep it local right now, right? They listen to Cardi B. They listen to these other female rappers that have a bad history with men, and it's waving off on the younger generation. It's just not a good look, So, look, this case is weird. I find it highly weird because she was posting Stefan. She was at his games. Became a big advocate of.
Sometimes people be trying to get the ex back. In this case, she was trying to get her husband back.
Yeah, but Offset dropped an album. He went on a little tour with YoungBoy. He was chilling, and then she was out here just playing like.
Well, here we go. I said, it just seems like this is the new norm. Toxic relationships. People kind of start romanticizing about these toxic relationships. Like, I remember when Offset and Cardi did a song together.
Yeah, Jealous or whatever.
And then they, everybody's like, that's relationship goals.
Yeah.
And then look at Will and Jada. Look what's going on with Jada going on a tour.
Yeah, that's
trashing Will Smith again. Like, I mean, with a wife like that, who need enemies? That's all I'm saying. Like, and I'm watching this like, these all used to be goals. Like, I want to be like Will and Jada love.
Yeah, take
Pat
that part
Poose
out.
and Remy Ma. All of these couples that a couple years back, everybody was like, "Oh, this is that kind of love that we want." And now look at the end. Like, look at how all of these relationships is going. It's like you cannot look at celebrity relationships as something to model yourself after.
Man, what is Will Smith doing? Because I want to know what's going on in that. Because why is he still with her? It's just like, it comes to a point, man.
She was just on Good Morning America.
Yeah, talking about
the Today Show or something like that.
Something like that, and she was just, again.
I mean, I believe she knows something about Will. She been around for all this time. Yeah, for her to consistently be out here bashing Will and writing books, she doing everything but saying what she really want to say. I don't believe she said what she really wanted to say yet.
He must have did something.
No, it's something deep about. She know like what's in the vault. She got to, because ain't no way Will this quiet while she just decimating his character in public. Many times I'm like, only reason a person would stay quiet is she know what's in the vault. She know that dark skeleton bone that's in the vault. She been around long enough to know that what that is, and he just playing it back. He ain't saying nothing.
I mean, we saw a little bit of a flicker of it when he smacked Chris Rock.
But what I'm saying is, I believe it's more deeper than that. Like, I believe that it's something that she know, he know, she know, and they know. And this is why she's going on these tirades, because she can't fully get out of it. She's in a marriage. He can't fully get out of it because, they built their image in the Hollywood space, which is slowly crumbling.
It's already crumbled.
But when she went out in the entanglement and he got on the table talk, and stood there and let her laugh in his face about it and come up with a new word that nobody was using,
And they started laughing about it.
And started laughing about it. So, like I said, this is something that's
You can tell it bothered them, too. Like, it was just like, I always look at that video, and I'm like, man, this is like a humiliation ritual. Like, what are you doing, bro?
I don't believe that she should be doing this to Will. Because we're losing a lot of those powerful Hollywood black men. Name one now, other than Denzel. Like
Michael B.
Michael.
I mean, he was in a relationship too. That was weird.
Okay,
like,
but what I'm saying is, look what they doing to these men.
Oh man,
all our
you got a point.
heroes, black heroes.
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you, like, it's something going on with Hollywood and black men that get to that level of where they starting to, become mainstream. I'm telling you, it ain't looking right. Look at Bill Cosby. Look at what they did to Michael Jackson. Look Prince had went through a part where he started changing his name to the symbol and things. As soon as they buck against the system, look at what they doing to Kanye West.
Well, he going against. I mean, his word is just ridiculous right now. I don't know, something wrong, something weird with Kanye. He can just do whatever he wants. Nothing go really happen to him. I mean, but I understand what you're saying though. Like, man, the Michael B. Jordan one, I mean, Lori Harvey just played right in his face, said, I'm too young to get married. I want to go experience life.
0390 says, and in love with Pac and only been with him for the money.
But Will got more money. That's the crazy part.
But when you're in love with somebody, love don't cost a thing.
Want what you can't have.
Look at Jeff Bezos. Look at Bill Gates. Hey, they got more money than all the people we didn't talk about combined. Love don't cost nothing.
Yeah.
So if you paying, it might not be love.
Yeah, the money just enhances it a little bit,
I don't know if it does. I just think that I didn't see people in love with people that they was willing to sleep next to the trash can.
Yeah. You
see what happened with the kids up at the storage?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's that?
Hey man, it's messy out here. But
it's messy.
That Cardi B Offset one, that offset me a little bit. I don't know. It's getting worse out here for sure.
All right. Well, I appreciate you for coming through.
Yes, sir.
With the Pop Culture Report, Nazir.
Appreciate you.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
Regroup, rethink, and reshape, and get on the front lines. It's only to your benefit. I always tell people, you helping the overall ideal of a better community, it actually helps you out. It helps you out. It helps your family out. It's time. Do not bring that reactionary attitude into the new year. This is the best time to start fresh. This is the plot. They plot this out, and it's been going on for years. This is normal. This is the way it is. This is where we are right now. It's all buddy-buddy. And if you're not a part of the friend situation, you're not getting in. They don't want nobody getting in and seeing where the messy. That's why I'll never get in. Because they know I'm not going to play around about my community. They know I'm not going to sit in no meetings and see y'all shucking and jiving and sniggling and giggling and not say nothing about it. I'm going to tell you to shut up.
The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m. Live on YouTube and right here on 101.7 The Truth.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
Until people come before profit. Until all energy is clean. Until the wild is truly free. Earth justice will never rest. Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the planet and its people for nearly 50 years. Earth Justice has 150 full-time lawyers fighting in court for our planet's future and representing all clients free of charge. No one fights more cases on the environment than Earth Justice. And we win because these are fights we cannot lose. Until justice stands for all, Earth Justice will never rest. If you share our restless spirit and want to commit to fighting for a just and equitable future for everyone, go to earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the Earth needs a good lawyer.
You are listening to the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. Stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show today. And I want to talk about what's going on right now in the city. I'm hearing a lot of statistics on safety going on. I'm hearing, because it's about to get hot. You already know they got to, and it's they really, when they talk about safety, they really be aiming it at the north side. I was telling somebody the other day, I got friends that live on the outskirts of Milwaukee, and they dancing. They going to the Brewers game, dancing at the Brewers games. They having fun. But when they talk about safety and getting things under control, they talking about the north side of Milwaukee. Don't get it twisted. They talking about your kids. They talking about how to keep that north side under control, and the north side must have broke containment in the last couple years, because every time they throw the press conferences, they got leaders, black leaders up trying to, basically what they say, what y'all finna do with y'all people? Y'all the elected officials, and they looking at Cavalier Johnson, they looking at all these people with the titles that's getting paid. Y'all the ones that's supposed to be governing this area. What's y'all planning? It's a script. It's nothing nobody have said that haven't been said. More police, more this, more, we need to do X, Y, Z. This been going on. A lot of this that they talking about been going on. And, we just sitting there watching it with the popcorn and the soda, because now we looking for results, and we going to people who been there saying they got the results ready. Like, if you already was there, why you ain't been doing it? We been doing it. Well, it ain't working then. It's like Doc Rivers. He got the Hall of Fame jacket, but the numbers ain't looking right. He a Hall of Fame coach, but why are we happy? Because he's stepping down as head coach, okay? Because, it just ain't working right now. And sometimes it just ain't working. And when you keep letting the same people do the same thing over and over again and saying, okay, what we finna do, but how many years you been here? Okay, if you was going to do something, you would already have some proof for that. It's funny how the north side operate. They just want to keep getting more chances to get a paycheck, to me. That's just how I feel about it. Because when you see this, it's embarrassing a lot of times, because a lot of the people that's supposed to be bringing the solutions, many times, if you go back a couple years, they the same people that was in the press conference 4 or 5 years ago. Oh, we got it this time. Y'all don't even deal with relationships like this. Well, I ain't gonna do this no more. Then next time they do it, I ain't gonna do this no more. Like, it's just the same thing. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes you gotta kind of hit the reset button and get a better philosophy. That's it. Sometimes it's just better to get a new ideal out here and work from there instead of, it's the same. If you look at these press conferences, it's the same people or they buddies with, or they somebody associated with them. It's not nobody different, brand new, out of nowhere that has a track record of getting results. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And I'm tired of it. But here we go with the circus. But you'll never see that on the outskirts. They don't never have these press conferences in other communities with the, they would have got rid of a lot of these people because they demand outcomes, tangible outcomes, not what I'm finna, what I'm about to, what I'm gonna do, especially if you've been there for years. You don't need a title to make change. It's either in you or it ain't. Either you gonna make the change or you not. Ain't no title in the world gonna make you change things around. Sometimes titles come with just because you connected to somebody, or you know somebody, or you buddies with somebody, especially around Milwaukee. These titles ain't genuine or the best. Sometimes the best person ain't in these seats because they ain't going through the buddy system or they ain't connected in the way to get to these seats. So they not going to get these seats because they don't want to go through the system to where they may have to, give up their ideas or be, in a space where they got to sit around folks that ain't going to do nothing. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I ain't did it. I would never do that. I never did it. I don't even want to do it. I don't even look that way. Like, when something happen, I go do it, and it's done, and we keep it moving. I ain't never looked that way to do nothing in 17 years. So all I'm saying is this is just ridiculous. And the outskirts laughing at the city of Milwaukee. Look in the comments. You don't believe me? Go look in the comments when they do the press conference about safety, public safety in the city of Milwaukee. Go look in the comments right now. I look in the comments. They people laughing at these people. I'm talking about white people, black people. I thought I saw a Native American on there. It's like, they think it's a joke. It wouldn't, because it would never happen in their neighborhood like this. You only got 2 times to not come up with something. The third time, 3 strikes, you out. Some people on their 19th strike. We gonna get it right this time. That's crazy. That's crazy. But hey, here we go with the circus. They said that Milwaukee Community Wellness Commissioner's nomination moved forward. I guess Karen Tyler is the next person up for the Office of Wellness and Safety. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's get this video up. They saying that Milwaukee Community Wellness Commissioner's nomination moves forward. If you're watching as we broadcast live, we got some video on this. Let's listen.
I think you're a victim of a flawed process, which I've said from the very beginning when they went around the process with the community to put Mr. Purcell there, that they just took the community out of it, the process out of it, and now we're back here and you're in this position, and I don't think it's fair to you.
In a 3-2 vote, the Public Safety and Health Committee advanced Karen Tyler's nomination as Community Wellness and Safety Commissioner.
Our department needs stability, so we're looking forward to get past this point so we can do the important work that our city needs us to do.
It's the second time Tyler's been before the city committee as she seeks the leadership role of the department, tasked with overseeing violence prevention.
I'm really perplexed because I think that the department could have done a better job supporting you.
Tyler's been with the city for 10 years, 8 with the department and its previous iterations. She was a finalist along with 2 other candidates for the job last summer, but was passed over when Mayor Johnson appointed an outsider for the position in Adam Purcell. Purcell led the department for 5 months, but resigned earlier this year over legal questions about his appointment, considering his homicide conviction as a teenager.
An award by the state OVP to several entities in the city, including
including Employ Milwaukee. OCWS at the time was unsuccessful in their grant application.
Tyler's confirmation was held up and back before the committee after a funding question about the department, a department the Common Council members say is important for the city as it enters the summer months.
We value the position, we value the people, but we depend on the results.
If confirmed, Tyler says she wants to invest in more data and research, expand youth outreach, and provide stability for the department.
When you talk about stability, you're looking at stability right here.
All right, so she want to stabilize the department. The department don't got no stability. It ain't never been stable to me. And it ain't like she is a new candidate that came out of nowhere. She was always in the department. I talked to her before. I think that she has better ties to what's going on in the community than any candidate. I believe she has better ties to organizations. I think she can keep the infrastructure in place because she's been there the longest and she knows all of the different community ideas that's around the Office of Wellness and Safety. She may have a little bit deeper street connections because I know her. I talked to her and I seen her out and about. Matter of fact, when I offered my plan to talk to Ashanti Hamilton, I called her and we sat down. Ashanti came in. She was at the meeting when I did what presented to the Office of Violence Prevention at the time, what I wanted to help and do with the community. And it wasn't her fault. It was all Ashanti Hamilton's fault. Like, she wasn't never the head director. She was just somebody that she put it together. Hey, Ashanti, he came late. I already knew he was going to steal whatever he could steal from it, because I already know how they get down. So that's why I only gave him a little piece because somebody told me, hey, Tory, why don't you go up there and try to work with him? I said, okay, I don't do that, but since the people wanted me to do it, I went up there and did it, and I already knew to have my guards up. I gave a little piece of what I wanted to do, and true enough, that's all he was there to do was steal ideas. And, it was out of her hands. And Adam Procell, he came, the mayor, he wasn't even a part of the lineup of the people that was originally at they had a whole meeting with the community with some people, and then Adam Procell came out the back room and got the position. So obviously the mayor at first initially didn't think she was good enough. That's how I feel about that. And they all know each other. So he saw what was there, and he felt like he had to go get a felon, somebody that killed somebody. So that says a lot right there. That says a whole lot because they talk, they all know each other. So why didn't he choose her at first? Well, I believe that after he hired somebody that was against the law to even hire, I guess he was like, well, let me get Karen in here because Karen was there the whole time. It's a safe play. Karen been there, but why did he overlook her in the first place? Hey, so this is a safe play because now, he can't make too many more bad decisions. So why not go with the safe play with Karen Tyler, which I believe out of all of the candidates is the safe play. To me, she's the safest play. She's more grounded with those organizations, with the people in the community. I talked to her. I can talk to her. She ain't never had the power, but why not give it to her? She's sitting there. She's been there. She can maintain the organizations that are possibly trying to, make an effort to get things done. Let's see what she can do. Let's see what she can do. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more discussion, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it's that time of year again for the Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 18th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. as we'll be cleaning up the city of Milwaukee. You can also safely get rid of hazardous household items thanks to MMST. Drop off your items from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at MLK Elementary School. We're talking things like all antifreeze, paint thinners, batteries, and pesticides. Sign up now at ToryLoweCleanup.com. The Tory Lowe Community Cleanup is sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, Steinhoffels, Cousin Sub, and Waste Management.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
We out here fighting for the people. What we doing? We out here fighting for the people. What we doing? We out here fighting for the people. Tory Lowe, part 1. We out here fighting for the people.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look, you still think you want to use those old chemicals just sitting around under the sink, in the garage, or down in the basement? Yeah, probably not. So don't let them sit there. Get rid of them. Get rid of those chemicals right away. Take hazardous waste to MMSD's home hazmat drop-off centers. It's safe, it's easy, and it's open to Milwaukee County residents. Plus, there are 3 locations open year-round. The Tory Lowe Community Cleanup is happening April 18th with the mobile drop-off to help you clear out the waste and keep your neighborhood clean. For hours, locations, and a full list of what you can bring, check out MMSD.com. Let's clean it up, Milwaukee. Let's clean it up. Hey, look, you see I got the clippy clip. We gonna be out there with the clippers. You see I got the clips. I'm ready. We got the volunteers signing up. Go to ToryLoweCleanup.com to register. I'm telling you. We got a lot of people coming out. Let's make it a big deal. Let's make this a big deal. Let's make sure that we have an impact on our city. Last year, we picked up 10,000 gallons of trash. 10,000. We had so many people come out last year. We picked up 10,000 gallons of trash off the earth. I'm telling you, this is where we got to be. Starting out early. We got to get that positive energy into the community. And I'm going to tell you, I started out cleaning up. A lot of people say, Tory, how did you start out? I didn't start out by just grabbing a bullhorn and walking around. You know what I mean? You know, I had cleaned up. I had spent like almost 2 summers going on the internet, organizing neighborhood cleanups, telling people, hey, look, if you want me to help you clean up your neighborhood, I'm coming. They didn't believe me. till I showed up with the bags. And at first I was paying for it. Then I found out it was a place in Milwaukee that if you organize the cleanup, they'll give you free equipment to do a cleanup. So I had to go through all of that. But at first I was going to the dollar store, you know what I mean, trying to make it happen. But like I said, this is the time. It's a lot of negative things going on in the community. This is the time to break that energy. Get out there to get to know your neighbors. Get out there, and it's good. Neighbors don't mind talking to you when you serving. Neighbors don't mind talking to you when you serve in the community. Like, I could go anywhere. As much as I do up across the state and all over the place, I could walk around anywhere in my community and they gonna say, Tory, what's up? They're gonna talk to me. They gonna holler out the window, I see you, Tory. You know, because I serve my community. It's easy when you serve. It's hard when you fake it. Now you gotta have all this weird stuff going on because you're trying to fake like you're doing something. But when you're really doing something, the people know. I told y'all, if y'all want to know who do something, stand outside of Walmart with a microphone and get a list of the leaders that they say that's y'all leaders, and ask anybody that's coming out of Walmart who these people is. And go to the hood Walmart too. Because, you know, that's where you're going to get the most honest answers. Ask them people who these leaders is, and you wonder why they don't know. You can't fake it. The people know who doing what. Reginald said, we getting that garbage gone. Hey, it's time, April 11th, and if not, go out to not April 11th, April 18th. April 18th. If not April 18th, go out in your neighborhood, the Clean Your Hood Challenge, tag me on social media, and get one garbage bag full of junk up off the streets. And then tag me in it. That's all I'm asking. It's time for us to get on one accord. Also, I'm hearing breaking news that there has been a break in the situation with young Tweezy. There's been a break in the situation with young Tweezy. People have been arrested. I'm right now waiting for the report, but there is news coming out that there have been people arrested for what happened during the 4th of July, during not the 4th of July, but during July last year, downtown. There was a shooting that involved a popular native right here in the city of Milwaukee, young Tweezy, Antoine Hogan, and now they're saying that they have breaking news. Okay, I was just handed the criminal complaint. I got to look over it. I just got it, Truth Nation. They're saying that state of Wisconsin Circuit Court, Milwaukee County, they are pressing charges. This against Smith, Justin Smith, Jamari. This is a criminal complaint. One count, first-degree reckless homicide. As party to a crime, use of a dangerous weapon. They got another count, first-degree reckless homicide. Wow. A third account, first-degree reckless injury to safety. Fourth account, first-degree reckless injury to safety. Fifth account, first-degree reckless injury to safety. Like I said, this is something that I'm just looking through, just glancing through. I just got it in my hands. Once again, this person has been arrested. So far, I'm seeing 5 counts total. Hey, we got somebody for the shooting of young Tweezy. The complaint goes on to describe the incident. And this is a great thing. This is a great thing. I'm excited that we have somebody in custody and charged. Y'all might see this on the news this evening, but we got breaking news. There has been charges in the situation that happened July 12th, 2025 at 618 North Water Street in the city of Milwaukee. These are all felony offenses. Maybe more people may be involved in this, but once again, we have the criminal complaint right now that there has been somebody, Justin Smith, this is what's on the complaint, has been charged with 5 counts, first degree, reckless homicide, several counts of first degree reckless homicide. Hey, once again, here we go. I appreciate the officers involved in this. We was talking about justice for Tweezy, and now we finally have somebody being charged. Maybe more details will be coming out as this all unfolds. I'm just getting the police complaint. I'm kind of looking through it. They go over what happened that night at the Element Lounge. Wow. My condolences to the family and friends and the community. His son was on the show. We're finally getting somebody in the position to pay the price, to be held accountable. Here we go. Well, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, I'm gonna check out more of this complaint. I'm gonna look through a lot of the details in the complaint. When we get back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flySSHF.org and ask for an application.
Walk in for a suit, walk out with 2. It's buy one, get one half off throughout April at Nick Avani's. Suits, blazers, hats, jeans, and more. Everything you need from a hands-on team that styles you from head to toe. Find a suit, add shoes for half the price. Land the perfect 2-piece set, now add a vest for 50% less. Prom, weddings, galas, whatever's on your calendar, now's the time to stop in to Nick Avani's. 2nd floor at Mayfair Mall across from AMC. Buy one, get one half off throughout April at Nick Avani's. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details.
Tap into the best power hour in radio in Milwaukee.
So altogether, you're looking at $1,780 for your mortgage and for your property taxes in a year. And that's before you have to deal with, obviously, your water bill and electric bill. That's a steep price that people have to pay. And based off those numbers I just ran, to afford a home like that, you got to make $65,000 a year. But the problem is, here in Milwaukee, the median household income is only $54,234. That's out of whack. So again, I am all about affordability. I'm all about people getting homes. But what we have to understand is that until homes are more affordable, you can have a supply and demand problem. But the problem that we have here in the city of Milwaukee is that these prices, when people are listing these houses, they're listing them for prices that people really can't afford. And even if you do get the house and you're paying that, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is not about living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is about finding something that fits within your budget and building equity for the future.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7. The Truth is powered by ESPN in Milwaukee. I'm Xavier Spencer. The Milwaukee Bucks end their season with a loss to the Sixers, 126-106. Head coach Doc Rivers is stepping down as the Bucks head coach next season. The franchise and Rivers are also discussing whether he'll move to an advisory role with the organization.
I always say I could do a better job. We could have had better health. We could have all kinds of things, but I'm not a big guy looking back. You know, all you can do is look forward. So
the NBA playoffs begin this Saturday. The Brewers have now lost 5 straight and could be without Yelich due to a hamstring injury. The Brewers are back at it tomorrow against the Blue Jays. The Wisconsin Athletic Director Chris McIntosh will leave his job to take on a role with the Big Ten Conference. Evan Cohen from ESPN Radio's Unsportsmanlike has an idea on the next AD.
I don't think there's a single human being that cares about the University of Wisconsin more than Mark Tauscher.
I'm Xavier Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Told you the days of being silent are over. This is the time for your cup to run over. If you don't stand for something, you gon' fall for anything. You hear me? Let me tell you something. If you need me, you know how to find me. But keep doing what you doing. I'm proud of you. Yeah, yeah. He who finds himself losing himself for my sake will find it. Yeah, yeah. And he who loses his life for my sake will find it. I've been praying for peace. Tired of fighting these beats, but they need me in these streets.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Breaking news: charges filed in OG Tweezy's murder. Antoine Hogan's. There are 5 different reckless homicide charges for different people. So the first count, first-degree reckless homicide, party to a crime, use of dangerous weapon, is for Antoine Hogan's. This is a Class B felony. The defendant may be sentenced to a term of imprisonment to not exceed 60 years. Also, they go on to say Kevin B. Lewis was another victim. Second count goes on to say first-degree homicide as party to a crime, use of a dangerous weapon. Kevin B. Lewis was also lost his life on July 12, 2025 at North Water Street at 618 North Water Street. This is also a Class B felon. The defendant may be sentenced to a term of imprisonment that not to exceed 60 years. This is what they're saying on the police report that I have in my hand. Also, the third count, first-degree reckless endangering safety, there's an initial TF. The person's initials is TF. And this is, upon conviction of this offense, is a Class F felony. The defendant may be fined not more than $25,000 or imprisonment not more than 12 years and 6 months or both. These are just kind of outlines of what the charges are in time that they may face and fines. Count 4, initials IM. They're saying that upon conviction of this offense, a Class F felony, the defendant may be fined not more than $25,000 or imprisoned not more than 12 years and 6 months or both. Also, the last count 5, first-degree reckless endangering safety, jail. and that is a Class F felony. The defendant may be fined more than $25,000, may be fined not more than $25,000, or in prison not more than 12 years and 6 months or both. So once again, this is the person that the state is going after is Justin Jamari Smith. So once again, we have that breaking news today. Once again, salute to his son, salute to his family for fighting against this, very vigilant in fighting for justice. Salute to everybody that came forward and gave any information. Salute to the police officers that helped work to get this to the space that we have it today. Here we go. I had young Tweezy on the show. He was on the show. His last interview was right here on the Tory Lowe show. He was supposed to come out to the Walk Against Violence, which was that weekend. He had an event that Friday that I was on my way to see him and hang out with him that Friday. And I got a call from the people running the club, and they told me what happened to young Tweezy. And I was allowed to see that night some of the video from the club of the situation. And it was just horrible because he was just on the show talking about all of the things that he wanted to do in the community, all of the plans. And we were working on how we can assist right here on the Tory Lowe show, how we can make sure we do our job by promoting a lot of those events. He wanted to come out to the Walk Against Violence, and we had to Walk Against Violence that Saturday right after the tragedy, and it was downtown. We walked through the downtown area, but like I said, he was supposed to be with us last year at the Walk Against Violence as well. So like I said, you never know. This is why you always tell people you care about them, and when you see them and you give them their flowers, you never know when our time is up. So like I said, I'll say this. Somebody that everybody in the community came out to see for years. Businessman, father, his son is a pilot. Just a sad, tragic situation, but now we have somebody that is in custody and being charged for it. Once again, Truth Nation, let's make sure that we send our condolences to the family during this time, because now we're going to hear a bunch of news articles on this, and they're going to have to relive that situation now that we have somebody charged. And keep the community in prayer, because a lot of people was affected in a negative way when this took place. And as we continue to do what we can to make the streets safer and do what we can as a village to repair the holes in the village, as we move forward, just know that we are the change. We are the people that's going to turn all of this around. Let's not let the negative things that are happening continue to take the lead. All of the negative stuff that we're seeing right now all leads up to one day we may not be around due to a lot of the foolishness that's going on in the community. Let's get the village on track, and that's going to take us that wants to see better, that want to do better, not us arguing about who doing this and who doing that, us really putting in the real footwork and activate to make some real change. That's how it's going to turn around. And I keep telling people, it's not rocket science to have better communities. We go to better communities all the time. We go to eat in better communities. We got friends and families or people that live in better neighborhoods. We see it all the time. Why is it not happening in our neighborhoods? Why? It's because we have to make sure that we start holding everybody accountable to uplift the village. And if not, we can no longer support it. We can't support what they're doing. We cannot support it. That's take your support from the negativity. That's how you do that. Because if you go into better ran neighborhoods, as soon as somebody negative come, they stick out like a sore thumb. Like, if you go into neighborhoods that kind of work overall together, they don't even like each other, but they still work overall together. But if somebody get crazy, they stick out like a sore thumb. And so, if you're living in a community where everybody getting crazy and it's chaos all the time, that's a problem. When chaos becomes the norm. And that means we have to make sure that we go back to the old roots of the village. Looking out for each other, being a resource for each other, telling people this is not going to be tolerated by our actions. Being an example of what you're trying to see. Being that example of what you want as a neighbor, and what you want as a community member. Making sure that our leadership is actually doing something, getting results. It's time to repair the holes in the village, Truth Nation. It's past due time to repair the holes in the village. Now, I've been talking about this. They've been having these meetings about community safety. I got a video. I guess they still talking about the team takeovers. I believe the people who had the social engineering going on, they done moved on to something else. I mean, I guess hopefully the FBI got involved in that, trying to find out exactly who's organizing it, because that's how you resolve that problem. Now, what we have to learn from that problem is, why was our children easily involved in this off of a flyer that nobody know who made it? So now we have to turn our attention to the things that we need for our youth to redirect that energy. Because somebody took the energy and used it for chaos. So what do we do to redirect that same energy for something positive? And that can be done, and we should be working on that right now. That's all that exposes, that the kids could be redirected, the energy could be directed in a negative way. So now that we know that can be the case, what are we doing to redirect the energy? How are we going to set up things for these kids to funnel that energy in a more positive space, a more productive space? That's it. A lot of people say, get some security, lock these kids up and throw away the key. No, that ain't never worked. That ain't never worked. They doing that right now. The juvenile detention centers is filled up. The jails is filled up, and it's still chaotic. Understand what I'm saying? So that's when you got to roll up your sleeves and redirect the energy. And right now, what we have is good enough. The people on the front lines, what they doing, let's enhance it. And then as we move forward, let's challenge the leadership to get things done like they do downtown. Every time you look up, they sticking the shovel in the ground for a building in downtown, but you never see them sticking nothing in the ground for a neighborhood center that's updated, that's revised for the youth of today. Understand what I'm saying? It's happening. It just ain't happening on the north side. But now you got all these meetings going on. Here we go. But once again, the team takeovers. They saying the leaders is talking safety. When we come back, we're going to hear what they saying. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
At Junior Achievement, students learn how innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship can turn a simple idea into something that changes an industry. With support from Cost Corporation, students are discovering how engineering, product design, and smart marketing bring great ideas to life. From pioneering studio headphones to building a brand recognized around the world, Cost shows students how technology and creativity shape the way we experience music. Learn more at ja.org.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. I will always trust one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
Don't miss one of Milwaukee's favorite summer traditions, the U-Path Ride for Arts, presented by Miller Lite, returns Sunday, May 31st. Ride a fully closed 20-mile course across the Hone Bridge with incredible lakefront views. Kids 12 and under ride free thanks to the Brewers Community Foundation, all in support of Southeastern Wisconsin performing arts. 7 a.m. start, finish at UPath Fest on Summerfest grounds. Register today at upathride.org. That's UPAFRIDE.org.
This April, it's Financial Literacy Month on 1017 The Truth, powered by UW Credit Union. Financial literacy isn't just about money. It's about confidence and making smart decisions for your future. UW Credit Union is here to help with free tools, expert guidance, and resources. From budgeting tips to one-on-one financial coaching and self-guided lessons you can access anytime. Because they're not a bank, they're a partner in your financial journey. Learn more at uwcu.org.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Big heart, big voice. Whole city in the ceiling. Yeah. Walk in, capes turn the cameras. He don't need a mask, just manners. Show up when the block need answers. Turn pain into cheers, that's magic, that's standard. Turn who gon' help, so we got hope, Turn I can't talk, to I won't show. From the courthouse steps to the front row pew. If you speak truth first, he gon' stand by you, yeah.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. They talking about these team takeovers. They talking about safety. You know, a lot of shootings took place. A couple people lost their lives over the weekend. But I'm looking in the chat, and Elijah says NPS building a brand new rec center on 76th Street. Okay, let's see what happens with that. I didn't know they was building a new rec center on 76th Street, but let's see what happens. Let's see what they do with it. They talking safety right now, which I say is a code for, hey, black people, get y'all stuff together, because they looking at the black leadership. You know, when you never see the South Side people at the press conferences. You never see the white aldermen. They don't want them to say nothing crazy like Eddie. Get on here and say something outlandish. But when they really focus on the North Side, when they had the press conferences about safety, they got the black police chief, they got the black mayor, they got the black sheriff, Anita Ball, and then you got Office of Wellness Safety, that's black, and then you got all these people trying to get the North Side, trying to come up with some solutions. And if you look at the comments in when they make these posts, it's just, it's like almost like it's like a mockery. Like, here we go again. So here we go. We having these city leaders talk safety. If you watch this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
We need to get to the table, figure out what we need to do, call the partners, get a plan together, because
summer is going to be here sooner than you know it.
Alderwoman Charlene Moore, along with Council President Jose Perez, are calling on law enforcement and city youth support leaders to address teen takeovers. A nationwide trend of large teen gatherings in public spaces promoted across social media. Last month, a teen takeover at Bayshore Mall resulted in more than a dozen arrests. The next day, a teen was arrested near Moody Park after shots were fired.
What is the talks right now? What has been done right now to address that?
Youth outreach leaders say continued planning and programming.
The specific group that we're talking about, you have to be intentional in the space you create for them. Yes. Because a lot of these other places that are in place may not be welcoming to them.
Milwaukee police say meetings between the department and youth program leaders have been productive. Karen Tyler of the Department of Community Wellness and Safety says while they've also spoken with the kids, it hasn't been without challenges.
We're just exploring a lot of different things and getting geared up for summer, but we have a lot of transitional things going on within our office right now.
Transitional things like staffing adjustments. But committee members say change is only bound to happen through transparency with the community and action.
As we are moving forward, let's look at how do we create continuity so no matter what happens, that we don't lose ground when we're dealing with our young people.
Okay. Like I said, this is a good conversation to have because I'll say this. I know people, they want to say, okay, let's come up with a plan. Let's fix this. This didn't happen overnight. This is something that we should have already had a plan in place, working on it in the meantime. Like, we shouldn't be coming up with no new plan after the Wild Wild West break loose. Like, this is where I say the reactionary ideas it just gives me a headache, Okay, you telling me all this time, all this money that's been out here, all this time, and we ain't got a plan in place. This is what I'm hearing. Okay, we got to come up with something right now. Okay, if I play you 2 summers ago, something happened, this the same conversation. Well, what happened to that plan? They had a plan for downtown after Tweezy was shot. Then some more people got shot. So what happened to that plan? So every time, let's not forget, let's not have a short memory that I didn't see at least 30 plans since I've been out here. You telling me that they discontinued the plans that before all of this? Where all those plans at? So here we go. This is why people lose faith in things, because every day, soon as something happens, they got a new plan. So you finna start the plan, and we need something right now. We should have had something in place. What y'all been doing? What was y'all doing? What was y'all doing this whole time? That's why the takeovers is out here. Obviously, nothing was going on. Let's talk about that. Now it's this stuff you can't sweep under the rug. What's going on? Okay, what's going to happen next summer? If this continues and okay, you got the plan. Okay, so according to the pattern, next summer something's going to happen and they're going to say they need a new plan. According to the pattern that's been going on for years. They got the funding, they got the resources. What's really going on? Teens, look, let me tell you something. The team's going to go where the energy flow. If that one flyer can get everybody up at Bayshore, why you got resources, y'all connected to the city, why y'all ain't got that frequency with the kids? That's a problem. All right. Here we go. I don't know what to say, Andrew, when I see the same pattern over and over again, kind of like it's a glitch in the Matrix.
You know what they say about insanity, right?
Yeah.
The same thing over and over and over again.
It's the same thing over and over again, And why do we, in the black community, they always trying to find a new plan as soon as something happens, like we feel relieved. Oh, they got a plan. Don't you know, I played documentaries. I've been watching documentaries for about 50 years, and they still saying the same thing. What's the problem? Somebody tell me. I'm saying that we got to get active instead of reactionary. That'll help out. I say that we got to get out here and get active in our community, get closer to the people we trying to serve. I think that if we start being diligent and consistent with dealing with each other on a day-to-day basis, instead of being individuals, living as individuals and reacting to something that's going on, I think that we got to get back to the village mentality where, hey, I'm going to tell your mama. I know where your mama is. Like, back in the day, they knew who the person mama was walking down the street. They knew your family. Everybody knew who was on the block. The neighbors was able to hold the kids accountable. We got to get back to the village, Truth Nation. And that's going to be hard to do when some people feel like if you say something to my child, don't tell my child nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Kanye West, you can't tell me nothing. If everybody can't tell each other nothing, we going to be right back here in 2027. If we don't start doing our little, being an example, being a resource, working with each other before the drama get out on Fox 6 News, before it get on the mainstream news, we going to be right back here. We're going to be right back here in 2027. We got to use communication skills. We got to use direct, effective accountability skills. And we got to make sure that we're getting something from our leadership that can give us resources and tools to use. That's what the tax money is for. That's what the tax money is for. The tax money is for us to get the tools for the neighborhood, not for them to go and splurge and misuse the funds. So all of this is just a combination of everything that's been neglected. And you're not just going to put a Band-Aid on this. It's going to come a point where we're going to have to deal with each other straight up again. And if that don't happen, if we don't start getting out working together, and that's why I like to do cleanups, because I'm going to work with the people that's doing the cleanups. Don't come to me. If I ain't seen you at none of the hands-on active activities that we doing, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Because I know you ain't going to put in the time and energy to make it happen. Everything is time plus energy. That's it. If you want to make change, if it's a big idea, you're going to have to use a lot of time and energy. The city got all the resources. They got all the funding. They got all these programs. Well, all of a sudden, the takeover, somebody send out one flyer and can take over the whole community. Okay. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, I got some stories I got to get to. I want to get to these stories before the end of the show. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Milwaukee business owners, this is your moment. Every Friday at 8 a.m., call in to 101.7 The Truth for What the Business Is. Tell us what your business is, where you're located, and one thing you've learned along the way. What the Business is powered by We Energies, delivering the energy that powers local business. Fridays at 8 a.m. on 101.7 The Truth. Fridays at 8 a.m. on 101.7 The Truth.
Coming with straight truth.
We can do anything when it comes to being organized, when it comes to making sure that we're active, when it comes to making sure that we're holding people accountable and making sure that we get something out of the deal. Y'all don't know how to make deals. Y'all mad at Donald J. Trump because he's trying to make deals or trying to say that he's the master of the art of the deal. Well, okay, what deals is you trying to make?
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Hey there, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out. Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Williams, and I want to share with you the role that diabetes has had in my family. I lost my grandmother at the early age of 64 due to complications with diabetes. She was warm, generous, and a constant encouragement for me to follow my heart. Did you know that African Americans experience chronic kidney disease at a rate that's 25% higher than white Americans? And we're almost 4 times more likely to develop kidney failure. Diabetes and high blood pressure are leading causes of kidney disease, which can result in kidney failure, needing dialysis, or a kidney transplant. The good news is that you have the power to check out how well your kidneys are doing and learn ways to prevent them from failing. So go to your doctor and get yourself checked out. Visit linkmylovetv.org to learn more. Get the facts, get checked, and get healthy.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready, we ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the 3rd hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And if you're just tuning in, we have charges in the case of Antoine Hogan's young Tweezy that was shot and killed downtown July 12, 2025 at 618 North Water Street. Also, Kevin B. Lewis was another person that was shot and killed. There are 5 charges total, all first-degree reckless homicide charges. I'll say this. We got somebody in custody. That's a huge relief. But once again, make sure you send your condolences up to these families that have been going through a lot. This is a tragic situation that took place, but somebody is now in custody. 5 counts of first-degree reckless endangering safety. Not 5 counts of first-degree reckless endangering safety. We have the 5th count, the 4th count, the 3rd count is first-degree reckless endangering safety. The first 2 counts are first-degree reckless homicide. So, yeah. So the 5th, the 4th, the 3rd are reckless endangering safety. 1 and 2 are first-degree reckless homicide charges. Well, I guess I'm sure that the media, we'll have some more information on this. I don't even see why they say, or I don't see in here, is there any language on why they did this? Or was it a reason why? So I haven't seen that yet. Let me do some digging. I'll see if I can see if there's anything explaining the reasoning behind it, but definitely justice is going to be served. And that's the main thing. That is the main thing right now, that we're going to get justice for those that were victim of the shooting, the mass shooting, July 12th, 2025, on Water Street. Once again, my condolences go out to the community, the family, the friends, those that were negatively affected by the shooting. And we lost a well-known, well-loved person in our community. And that's tough. That's extremely tough. But I got some stories I want to get out before we get off the air today. Let me get my thoughts together because, like I said, Tweezy was on the show right before that incident, and he was supposed to be coming to the Walk Against Violence, and I was supposed to be going to that show Friday. And I got a call from the management of 618, and they told me that something happened to Tweezy, and just a lot going on that day, and I just kind of almost like I just didn't want to believe it, and it's just one of those things where you just got to tell people how you feel about them and show them that you care about them while they're here, because you never know when they're going to leave. But I want to get to this story. Family gets nearly $200,000 refund from senior living community. Family gets nearly $200,000 refund from senior living community. If you're watching as we broadcast live, we got this story. Let's listen.
18 years ago, Robert and Rena Martin moved into St. Camillus, a life plan community in Wauwatosa. But first came the contract.
I was with my mom and dad when we signed it. I never thought twice about it.
Included in that agreement were the terms for a refund of the Martins' entrance fee of nearly $200,000. Debbie Riccardi says her parents thought it would be refunded after their deaths.
That money would go to the kids.
Robert died 1 year after moving in. Rena, 14 years later. 2.5 years after that, in the fall of 2025.
I don't think we can be the only people in this situation.
Debbie met with Contact 6 for the first time because her family was still waiting for the money.
I'm from a big family, 7 children. 2 of our family members have significant disabilities.
The Martins' contract says their entrance fee will be refunded, but only after the unit is vacated and the next resident moves in. Terms that elder law attorney Carol Wessels told us were not that uncommon.
One of the most concerning parts of that contract is when they say you'll get it back after we re-rent it.
Right,
St. Camillus told Contact 6 for more than a century.
I just wanted to show y'all these elders because if it's happening to white people, you know, I talk about what's going on in the black communities all the time at these senior living facilities, at these nursing homes. You know, I bring on people to talk about their experiences, but that money thing, you know, a lot of our elders, many times, this is why you got to pay attention because they will, that, you know, they take their finances, they security deposits. If it ain't nobody paying attention, they may even do some physical harm to these elders in some of these facilities. And here we go with another situation where money, you know, was looking kind of funny. They were supposed to get that deposit back. And many times, if you ain't watching, no matter if it's, I don't care if it's the VA. I got families calling me about their loved ones in the VA, in these nursing homes, and these adult living facilities, even the elders that got the condos with the HOA. Y'all need to make sure that if y'all got loved ones, that y'all paying attention to what's going on with them and stick cameras. Make sure they got cameras. You know the old people, I don't want no camera. You know, they old, they wasn't living like that when they was coming up. Now they gotta have it. Now you gotta have a camera. Now you gotta make sure that you watching them because you busy, you got a busy life. Now ain't no excuses not to watch your loved one because you can stick a camera in the room and make sure that you have it connected to your phone now. The technology is different now. So I'm telling anybody, I'm going to throw that out there. Anybody that got a loved one that's an elder that you can't see every day, that's in other care, that you know, people that's caring for them that ain't they loved one and things like that. And maybe if it is a loved one that's getting paid to take care of the elder, maybe you want to stick a camera in there, because if you don't, ain't no telling what's going on. I'm going to throw that out there. Salute. We got to protect our elders. They lived before us. What Dr. Ken say, that's the shade. Sometimes we don't understand why we got shade in our lives. It's because a tree was planted before we got here. Okay? Also, I want to go to the story where a Cudahy teacher is facing drug charges amid ongoing FBI investigation. The feds had to come up and get the teacher from Cudahy. See, y'all think it's only on the north side, but hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. This is why, you know, when we ask Eddie to call in, why he don't comment on his people. They out there in Cudahy, the feds out there. Teacher got charged, got drug charges all on the TV with the FBI investigation. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got some video on this. Let's listen.
He's always a funny, nice teacher.
Ileana Rivera never thought her teacher, Joshua Beck, would be facing over 3.5 years behind bars. And she wasn't alone.
I know a couple people in my class that definitely cried today.
Prosecutors accuse him of possessing just under 44 grams of methamphetamine, as well as 28 meth pipes and 57 unused syringes. According to the criminal complaint, the FBI executed a search warrant at his home in Waukesha early Thursday morning. That's where they say they made the discovery in his bedroom. Rivera says it's a real blow since Beck was so well loved by students and even teachers.
He gave me a whole letter telling me how much he appreciated me and how he's glad to be my teacher and stuff.
The Cudahy School District released to us Wednesday that they were aware of the recent arrest of a Cudahy High School staff member and that they are cooperating with law enforcement. They tell us Beck is not currently working with the district. The FBI also confirmed that they were working with the Waukesha Police Department. Serious charges for a teacher loved by so many.
Everyone was shocked, mostly sad.
Beck is being held on a $5,000 cash bond. He has a hearing scheduled for next week.
$5,000 cash bond? With the meth? Something don't sound right. If the feds did all that work to come bust you, the FBI, and you get a $5,000 cash bond? Hold up. That's why you got to pay attention. That's why you look. You get more than that for weed. Hey, this is why you know. All right, you know what? It's Monday. I'm gonna try to keep it moving, but y'all already know. Y'all can read my mind right now. If you're in the chat, read my mind, you know, throw it up in there, because I'm going to tell you right now, I can't say what I was finna say. So the fans come, bust the teacher. Now listen to the story. He ain't no villain. The people like him, you know, the kids. This is one of my favorite teachers. Got busted for methamphetamine and everything, and fans involved, FBI now, and he got to pay a $5,000 bond to get out? Wow. Somebody white had called in and explained. We got Andrew in here. Maybe Andrew can explain this. Maybe Eddie can. Oh, we got Eddie on the lines. Hopefully Eddie can explain this.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Good day, Tory.
Eddie, okay.
What's going on? What's going on?
All
over
right,
there?
Eddie, I need you to explain this teacher from Cudahy.
Of course.
FBI investigation amid drug charges. They bust him because you know when the feds get involved, they kind of got you red-handed.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Why is the bail $5,000 for this white male teacher?
Is he a Caucasian?
Here we go.
Is he Caucasian?
Yes, he is.
I'm just asking.
Yes, he is. Yes.
Okay.
You know it's Cudahy.
Okay. Is his surname like a Spanish surname, like Fernandez, Gomez, Lopez.
What was his name?
Is that his
Andrew?
surname? What was his name?
Andrew looking it up. I don't even know if they even.
Okay.
I know he was a Cudahy teacher. But
Yeah, but not all Cudahy teachers are white. I was at Cudahy High School.
no, but what I'm saying is $5,000 sound low, kind of low for the feds to be involved. Joshua Beck.
Joshua Beck. Beck is German. Well, then it's okay. It's okay. I don't think $5,000 is out of line, Tory. You know, if he had a different surname where you didn't know if, you know, he was a citizen or not, or Tory. Maybe he was from an urban area and then prone to violence, let's say.
Here we go.
And, you know, the bill needs to be
this is
higher.
methamphetamines. This is methamphetamines. This is meth. This is out there. This out there. This out there. Where you know you may be mixing a lot of this up with the paint thinner. I don't know.
No. I don't do drugs at all. But I'm going to tell you something. It's just a little fun. The boys just having a little fun. That's all it is, Tory.
Here we go.
When I was a kid, meth was like sweet tarts. You know what I mean? It was no big deal. It was like Razzles or Mike and Ike's. It was like Mike and Ike's, Tory. Mike and Ike's, Tory. I know they're going to go. I'm going to get back on the ladder, Tory. Now, 2 hours left.
Hey, look, Eddie.
Beautiful day. Beautiful day outside.
Don't fall off the ladder, Eddie.
I got to go. I'm a working man, Tory. I got to go. Bye-bye.
See? Look, you know I'm going to run the break. When we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay like this right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's that time again for the Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 18th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. as we come together to clean up the city of Milwaukee. Be part of making a difference in our community. The Tory Lowe Community Cleanup, Saturday, April 18th, 8 to noon. Sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, Steinhoffels, Cousin Subs, Waste Management, and presented by the Milwaukee Metropolitan Sewerage District, your clean water partner serving Greater Milwaukee for 100 years.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we don't leave success to chance. We're designed for it. With strong support, high expectations, and a team committed to excellence, our educators turn belief into outcomes every day. If you believe every child deserves an excellent education, join Milwaukee College Prep. Apply today. Visit mkeprep.com/jobs.
At UW Credit Union, our home loans have everything you need for your next big step, including up to $750 off closing costs for all home buyers. And first-time buyers can save even more. So if you're ready to trade roomies for more room, or your townhome for an out-of-town home, UW Credit Union will be with you from start to furnished. UW Credit Union. Apply online today. Equal housing lender. Credit may be limited as required by program. Visit uwcu.org for details.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Get on up. I don't know if y'all know who this man is. Y'all probably been under a rock, or you just been watching CNN, Fox News, or MSNBC. But there's a whole lot of people who know who this man is. You know what? Matter of fact, I think I better let him introduce himself. Yeah, I'm Tory Lowe. I've been out here in the streets for the people for over 20 years. If you don't know, ask about me. They say I got the voice of the people. Well, I say I'm a servant of the
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. I want to head over to Minnesota because remember all that fraud that was going on in Minnesota? I guess a lot of people going down from all that fraud, mainly in the Somali community. That whole thing was just a huge eye-opener for me, you know, because I want audits done all the time, because it's a lot of people misusing a lot of the taxpayers' dollars. Seems like when they get around the taxpayers' money, it's like, how can I cipher this money and get rich? You know, but this situation is crazy to me. Fraud suspect was able to flee the country days before trial. Now, I saw this story, and they let him keep his passport. Like they said, either he could pay $50,000 and give up his passport, or he could pay $150,000 and keep his passport. What kind of rationale is that? And he just stole almost $11 million. Understand what I'm saying, Truth Nation? So he fled the country. We got the story on this. If you're watching as we broadcast live, let's listen.
Culture to help people.
Abdi Rashid Saeed is the original personal care assistant company fraudster who stole taxpayer money while claiming to operate out of this mailbox at an office on Central Avenue in Northeast Minneapolis. After he was convicted in 2021 and ordered to have nothing to do with companies that receive Medicaid money, other PCA companies took his place at the Central Avenue office, and Saeed started receiving checks from them.
Were those checks for employment for you, Mr. Saeed? No. What were they for? Loans.
At a probation violation hearing, Saeed claimed the checks were loans, including to pay back his restitution in the first fraud case. Investigators didn't buy it, and they charged Saeed, along with the owners of the other PCA companies, of racketeering, a conspiracy to steal $11 million of taxpayer money, uncovering text messages between them saying things like, "I'm going to overbill the hours."
No, Your Honor. Our culture is we trust one another.
Prosecutors also charged Saeed with perjury, and his trial Monday was set to be the crowning moment in the state's long investigation. But according to multiple sources, he has instead successfully fled the country. How?
Oh, wow.
He had no travel restrictions. At a bail hearing after he was charged, prosecutors wanted to set bail at $1 million, but Judge Juan Hoyos gave Saeed two options: a $50,000 bond where he gives up his passport, or a $150,000 bond with no conditions. Saeed opted for the higher amount, and he kept his passport. Attorney General Keith Ellison in a statement saying, in part, "This is a deeply frustrating setback. However, I remain committed to doing everything I can to hold Saeed and the other Medicaid fraudsters accountable."
They let him out the back door. This is what I call it. They didn't pull the Judge Hannah Dugan. They let him out the back door. So he knows something. He knows. How would you tell somebody, how you going to tell somebody $50,000 you get to keep the passport? You get to lose the passport. $150,000 you get to keep the passport with no restrictions. So if you want to get out of here, you got to give us $150,000. He didn't let that. They let him out the back door. That's what I say. They pulled the Judge Hannah Dugan, let him out the back door so he could flee the country. He may know something, because how is he that smart to run that operation? There was a lot of hands in that operation, and he was one of the masterminds. He had got caught before switched it up, had several other ideas sending him checks. So he knew how to fraud the system very well. And I'm telling you, if they would run a check, and most of the people that's getting tax money right here in the city of Milwaukee, it'll be a lot of people going to jail. It'll be a lot of people going to jail because they know how to make the money come back into their pockets. And if y'all don't see what's going on in Minnesota and how they was able to get the money to come back in their pockets from the tax dollars, that is a clear example that money can be funneled, millions and millions of dollars can be funneled into your pocket. Now, here people saying, oh, we don't know where the money went. But in Minnesota, they showed you exactly how to get the money and put it in your pocket. So this is where I say, how did they let him loose after he took $11 million? They ain't finna let you loose and you went shoplifting at Walmart. They gonna beat you up right there and try to, get you out there in the parking lot. And even though they ain't even supposed to put no hands on you. They can't really even check your receipt. You don't really even have to let them check your receipt. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they gave this man, after stealing $11 million, a way out. I think I seen Minister Kevin in the chat said freedom ain't free. These last two stories got me raising an eyebrow. The guy, the methamphetamine teacher from Cudahy with the FBI investigations, they let him out with $5,000. Then over in Minnesota, they let the Somalian out after he was already paying restitution for another fraud scheme. He got fraud scheme on his record. And they let him out with a no-condition passport. That they did P. Diddy worse than this. Wow. I don't know, Andrew. These last two stories got me raising an eyebrow on what, because if it was a black person, it wouldn't have been none of this going on. Barbara says, it's only fraud to you if you not in. Hey, if you in, it's show me the money. If you out, I guess it ain't. I guess it's fraud because you ain't getting none of the money. I guess that's what Barbara is saying. If you ain't in on it, it's fraud. That's dirty. That's dirty. Do we got time for another story? Okay, let me do one more. This happened. A Milwaukee man was killed in a shooting, but the family says he was shot before. So he survived the shot. He survived the situation, but this time it caught up to him where he was killed the second time. Family is talking to the media. If you watch this rebroadcast live, we got the story. Let's listen.
Loved ones also had a vigil for the 38-year-old man shot and killed last night on Milwaukee's north side near 10th and Atkinson. Another person was also injured in that shooting. We're told the victim is Christopher White. His longtime girlfriend says he was paralyzed and wheelchair-bound from a previous shooting more than 15 years ago.
For them to do him like that, he was in a wheelchair, one leg. Like, y'all didn't have to kill him. Y'all could have just did what y'all did and just went on with y'all lives.
And our Andrew Amuzu was in that area this morning and shares more as police search for the shooter.
Wow.
Milwaukee police say they're still looking for suspects connected to the shooting that left a 38-year-old dead. They say it happened just before midnight in an area neighbors say a shooting is not uncommon. Police say the 38-year-old died at the scene and the 35-year-old was taken to the hospital to be treated for non-life-threatening injuries. As police continue looking for suspects, neighbors say they view safety as a top issue in the area. Several people who didn't want to go on camera say they keep to themselves just to stay safe. Police say if you have any information...
Okay, so they shot the man in the wheelchair. Wow. Wow. Okay, so he survived. He was in a wheelchair from a previous shot 15 years ago. Wow. Hey, look, Truth Nation, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Are you planning a special event? Do you need a personal chef? Either way, make it tasteful. I'm Alicia the Chef, owner of Tasteful Events Catering, and we create customized food experiences for any occasion. We bring quality, flavor, and professionalism to every table. Whether it's a special event or everyday meal solutions, we focus on delivering more than just food. We create experiences. Book today or learn more online at www.tastefuleventscatering.com.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Breaking down the issues that shape our city and our future.
If oil gets to $90 a barrel, I'll be able to pay off my house. I think war is awful. It's terrible. It doesn't resolve things. It creates long-lasting hatred and even more conflict that the American people are always going to find themselves involved in.
It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 to noon.
But if I don't have a mortgage, you know what I mean? You take the good with the bad. Didn't Donald Trump say he was going to end the wars? You can't have America first if you're involved in all these foreign wars. And there's people that believed him when he said that. He doesn't like wars. He said it many times. Said it on the campaign trail.
Catch it live on YouTube or tune in to 1017 The Truth.
He's bombed just as much in his first year as any warmongering hawk president we've ever seen since World War II.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by FidelityInvestments.com. Markets have been anything but stable lately and is causing investors to think outside the box. Erin Harkless Moore is Director of Investment at Pivotal Ventures, and she says one area she's interested in is the so-called care economy.
The care economy is a $648 billion market. That's bigger than the pharmaceutical industry. We're all caregivers at some point in our lives, and we need a more modern system, better technology to support caregivers. So we're investing directly into companies that are innovating in this space at the early stage, that are pioneering in areas around the child welfare system, as an example.
Through Pivotal Ventures, Harkless Moore champions businesses she feels are overlooked, and she believes that smart investment in places like the care economy accelerates social progress for women and people of color. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Xavier Spencer. The Milwaukee Bucks end their season with a loss to the Sixers, 126-106. Head coach Doc Rivers is stepping down as the Bucks head coach next season. The franchise and Rivers are also discussing whether he'll move to an advisory role with the organization.
I always say I could do a better job. We could have had better health. We could have all kinds of things, but I'm not a big guy looking back. You know, all you can do is look forward. So
the NBA playoffs begin this Saturday. The Brewers have now lost 5 straight and could be without Yelich due to a hamstring injury. The Brewers are back at it tomorrow against the Blue Jays. The Wisconsin Athletic Director Chris McIntosh will leave his job to take on a role with the Big Ten Conference. Evan Cohen from ESPN Radio's Unsportsmanlike has an idea on the next AD.
I don't think there's a single human being that cares about the University of Wisconsin more than Mark Tauscher.
I'm Xavier Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yo, you can't break my spirit. Tory Lowe, can you lift my spirit? Cause the devil trying to kill my spirit. Tory Lowe, can you lift my spirit? Cause my enemy can't kill my spirit. They can't kill my spirit. Tory Lowe, can you lift my spirit? Cause the devil trying to kill my spirit.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Joining me as we broadcast live, we got advocate author Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Salute, King. It's Monday.
Hey, look, it's 70 degrees outside.
It's beautiful outside. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Is it? You think the weather is finally finna straighten up around here?
I don't even want to, I don't want to put nothing in the ethers. I'm just going to say I'm grateful. Okay, so me saying that I'm grateful and I'm putting that in the ethers, it'll give us more days like this to be grateful for. So that's all I'm going to say. This Wisconsin, it's tricky. Absolutely.
Hey, it's definitely tricky. But we got some breaking news. Charges filed in the case of Antoine Hawkins, young Tweezy. They have somebody in custody. Justin Jamari Smith is who's on the criminal complaint. 5 counts, 2 reckless homicides, and 3 reckless endangerment of safety.
Oh, wow.
That counts.
Well, that's good news if it's righteous. If he guilty, then so be it. It took some time, but again, as long as we get some type of relief for young Tweezy, because again, that had died down for a second. So that's good news. Gratitude.
Mm-hmm. Also, we have a situation where the city is talking safety. They're having all these safety conversations again and plans, and we got this plan coming and that plan coming. But every time the city gets under pressure from being reactionary to what's going on in the community, they trying to look at the new plan. But what happened to the old plans that they said that they had? I'm just trying to figure this out.
Non-existent. These talks are only talks, again, like we stated, when we talking about us as a people, where we go to these meetings and get whatever on our chest off our chest and then get rocked back to sleep. We know that these entities or these so-called plans never become a solution. The talks are in play, and again, we need people watching the money, because all of these programs that safe wellness and safety was supposed to already have in play, again, it's the reactionary for me, the selective outrage, the selective when we care. Again, there's nothing proactive about this this leadership that I call the misleadership, the do nothings, except for talk. At what point do talk lead to action? Do the action leads to results? Because one thing for sure and two for certain, we're on the brink of summer. And we already know what transpired in the summertime. Where are the programs for these kids? Again, we just had the teen takeover. We still don't know who put that flyer together. You understand what I'm saying? That was able to draw all of those kids in one spot. Again, I haven't heard anything about that. So when they putting together these conversations about curbing the violence, how about let's be preventative into finding something for our kids to do this summer? Because again, idle time is the devil time. When we're talking money for the city of Milwaukee, because again, the streets still not paved correctly. Okay, here come a whole nother summer. People, we've been talking about how bad Milwaukee streets is for how many voting cycles. So I mean, again, I would ask in the city that have meetings to have meetings, to have conversations to have conversations. Where are the results from the last talks? Where is the solutions from the last violent talks? Okay. Uh, what did we get out of the last monies that was put forth to curb the violence? Because again, this time last year, I could have swore it was like the reckless driving.
Right.
That was a big thing where he took all the concrete that could have filled the holes, the potholes in the streets of Milwaukee. And cut off all of these lanes. That didn't curve reckless driving. Okay. The money that he tricked on the reckless driving vehicle. Okay. The Mario Kart. Again, could have been put towards programs that could allow these kids to we could have built a track or something, set up some programming through, MA or whatever about these kids becoming mechanics and turning it into, something extracurricular for these kids to do. Put together some type of solutions for these kids who want to drive fast. Put a program together where they can utilize that energy and not only that, learn something or get a trade of becoming a mechanic or whatever. Again, it's talk. And in 2026, talk without work is dead. So, I mean,
like I said, I'm almost tempted to go back and get the plans that they had previously. when things like this happen, is always, I guess they found out it worked. People go back to sleep. Oh, we got a new plan.
That's
if
for sure.
If I had $1 for every new plan that I done heard since I've been advocating, this is why I don't go over there. This is why I don't do none of that. Like, we just work and deal with the things in front of us, and that's it. Like, it's like if you got unlimited resources to put something up and you playing around and you ain't getting no results, the people should be upset and angry.
Absolutely.
Because they have unlimited funding. And they putting money, it's like wasting dollars that could have been used for something really constructive. So now it's just a reactionary conversation again. This and that, it's all about money too. If you listen to the conversation, money is underneath it. And many times that's what comes. They do these new plans. We need a new set of money. And then next thing you know, a year from now, we'll be talking about the same thing.
6 months from now, because summer gonna come, and then you will have, the mayor talking about get y'all kids,
right,
that he needs civic engagement when he turned around and took the civic engagement for us to vote on what we wanted them to do with our tax dollars. But I digress. However, one thing for sure and two for certain, that again, when it came to the reckless driving, when it come to violence, they're quick to be able to put these statutes together that's going to where the police is able to ticket individuals or lock individuals up, because that's the only solution that they got. The solution base is to, lock individuals up, or we're going to utilize the already in a shortage police department to wrangle these kids and take them to a detention area. I mean, Tory, ridiculous. It's diabolical what continues to perpetuate on this cycle of failure in the city of Milwaukee of this misleadership that I call the do-nothings.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you this. Only, the sad part about it, you don't know your money been wasted until a year go by. And now, like I said, we've been doing this. I like I said earlier, I look at documentaries that had the same problems that we talking about today.
Period.
Like only in black communities, though. You know what I mean? When you talk about the black community, then we go into other communities to enjoy what they have, and then we come back to our communities and lock the door, and hopefully a bullet don't come through the window. It's just it's just a continued cycle, and it's nothing new. All you got to do is keep looking back, keep peeling the layers back. I can almost paste, copy, and glue and paste the same conversations from
Absolutely
10 years ago to what's going on right now.
Same game, different players. Absolutely. Same script. Absolutely.
That's terrible.
Absolutely.
Hey, look, when we come back, I want to get your final thoughts, Elizabeth Brown, on the show today. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
At Junior Achievement, students learn how innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship can turn a simple idea into something that changes an industry. With support from Cost Corporation, students are discovering how engineering, product design, and smart marketing bring great ideas to life. From pioneering studio headphones to building a brand recognized around the world, Cost shows students how technology and creativity shape the way we experience music. Learn more at ja.org.
Don't miss one of Milwaukee's favorite summer traditions, the U-Path Ride for Arts, presented by Miller Lite, returns Sunday, May 31st. Ride a fully closed 20-mile course across the Hone Bridge with incredible lakefront views. Kids 12 and under ride free thanks to the Brewers Community Foundation. All in support of Southeastern Wisconsin Performing Arts. 7 a.m. start, finish at U-Path Fest on Summerfest grounds. Register today at upathride.org. That's upathride.org.
This April, it's Financial Literacy Month on 1017 The Truth, powered by UW Credit Union. Financial literacy isn't just about money. It's about confidence and making smart decisions for your future. UW Credit Union is here to help with free tools, expert guidance, and resources. From budgeting tips to one-on-one financial coaching and self-guided lessons you can access anytime. Because they're not a bank, they're a partner in your financial journey. Learn more at uwcu.org.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all.
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 Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
Prizes, exclusive experiences, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting truthcontests.com. That's truthcontests.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Every child deserves a school that sees their brilliance, a place that believes in who they can become. At Milwaukee College Prep, we set the bar high with strong character, high expectations, and academic excellence starting as early as age 3. MCP scholars continue to outperform their peers across Milwaukee because we believe every child can achieve greatness. But the best part is tuition free. If you're looking for a school that partners with you, challenges your child, and prepares them for college and beyond, visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com because Milwaukee College Prep is where brilliance begins. Elizabeth Brown, interesting story that came out of Cudahy today. Teacher facing drug charges in FBI investigation. FBI is involved, methamphetamines, but the bail is only $5,000.
How that work?
It worked like that in Cudahy, I guess. I don't know.
Can we say the complexion for the connection?
Here we go.
Again, I know individuals whose bails was higher than that jaywalked. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Like, come on, really? We talking about the feds involved. I mean, you might as well just gave him a PR bond.
Hey, I ain't never heard nothing like it, but like I said, Eddie tried to call in and explain, and just like I expected.
Not talking Eddie, because we know he ain't finna come outside.
Right.
But
well,
you
he's
know,
on the ladder right now. Hopefully you don't fall off the ladder.
Hey,
but
it's his season to paint some houses.
he was listening to the show, so he called in. So hopefully he can stay on the ladder.
Hey,
and
you
not be
already
distracted.
know.
Right.
Ready? Eddie gonna make an excuse if don't nobody else. But the reality of it is, we know so many individuals who was falsely charged on something bogus, and bail was more than
Way
that.
higher than that.
Come on. Hey, what DA allowed that? That's what I want to know. Who is it? Who was the person that set his bail? Because again, I could have swore something about it's a point system and all of this that you have to go through before they even set you a bail.
And then he was a teacher, and then the students were like, "Oh, he's a wonderful teacher. He was my favorite teacher." Like,
and he's slanging packs.
Hey, was he slanging it to the kids?
That's the question.
Wow.
But again, you know, hey. Clearly crime paying. If it's only $5,000 for him to walk.
Right. Maybe
so he probably out right now.
Maybe he told on the plug.
You know, hey, the way it worked with the feds, whoever tell first get the deal. Okay, they don't care who guilty or not. So
0390 says they keeping him, but he told on the plug.
I mean, again, I don't doubt that. But we know, Tory, especially since the George Floyd and all of that, how much the snitches that work for the feds, how much they get paid.
Oh yeah, the snitches on payroll. You know, like they
got, and they making 6 figures or better. So again, you know, talking and telling folks out here getting paid, so people better recognize like what's really going on, and because there's a lot of folks out here working, so you better check your own trap.
You might be on recording.
Hey, look here.
Hey, look, especially with these phones, you ain't gotta wear no wire.
The iPhone, man, look. Hey, the iPhones, between the iPhones, the flock cameras, the Ring cameras, because they saying you ain't even safe with that. Alexa, right. I mean, we know social media is nothing but, you know, the feds. They knocking on folks' door from saying,
it's best to keep your nose clean nowadays.
It's in your best interest.
Keep your nose clean, because the person right next to you might be working for the ops.
Hey, and they gonna get out on a $5,000 bond.
And if you harm innocent life, I might be on top of you. So it's time to get out. It's time to go straight.
Absolutely. Ain't no better time than the present to get right today what you had messed up yesterday.
You're still free, yeah.
Absolutely.
The best time to get it right is while you're still free.
Absolutely, because that's the flex.
Hey.
Absolutely.
Don't wait till the
But I'm not surprised though, you know, coming out of Cudahy. It's a lot of things that go on. I'm surprised it made the news feeds. That I am, because again, I knew several people that lived in Cudahy, and a lot of stuff took place that Milwaukee didn't know nothing about because the news didn't pick it up. Okay, or
Well,
they covered it up.
I'm gonna
However,
point it all out because I remember I used to work for the news station, so you know
You
it
knew,
it was like a blip on the map when stuff happened
That
in the
part.
outskirts. So a lot of people don't
Absolutely.
think nothing don't happen out there.
Hey, it's time for us to ring the alarm because it's happening everywhere.
Right.
And like I said, I was in Brookfield and somebody was speeding yesterday. I'm talking about, and they always saying it's in the city of Milwaukee. No, it's all over.
Facts.
So
Also, this fraud stuff that's going on in Minnesota, they let the fraud suspect flee the country. Judge gave him a sweet deal. Judge told him, give me $50,000 and your passport, or give me $150,000. You can keep your passport with no flight restrictions.
you see what I'm saying?
He in a space where, like they said, he frauded $11 million.
Come on, hey, look here.
The country.
Look here. Not just for him to have the option. They didn't even take his passport. I mean, it's crazy to me that, we had individuals here who didn't even have a passport, but they told them, even though they didn't have a passport, that they was on the no-fly list. Okay? How do you fraud that much money? They don't even request your passport, or they don't put you on a no-fly list.
Hey, you can
make
get
that make
no
sense.
child support. They're gonna take your passport.
Matter of fact, it's a lien on your car, on your house, if you own whatever. You know what I'm saying?
More restrictions
make
from
it make
being behind
sense.
on child support than he had from frauding $11 million.
Again, but they'll tell you that crime don't pay.
Oh wow!
Depends on who you asking.
Here we go. Hey. Well,
Only in America.
Hey, it's Monday. I'm trying to. Then I ain't gonna even talk about the man that got shot in the wheelchair. Had got shot 15 years ago. Ended up in a wheelchair, and recently somebody came back around. They saying he was coming back from work and got shot in the wheelchair.
Man, my prayers go up
to the family.
It's unreal. It's unreal, King.
They saying that it's getting better out here. That's what they trying to tell us. But
hey, the devil is a lie.
I don't know.
The devil is a liar.
We're gonna try to make it better, but let's be real with it.
That part. Because you ain't fooling nobody. We living in it.
All right. Well, Queen, I appreciate you for being on the front lines as usual. We got a lot of work to do.
Hey, you already know I'm here for it. Let's get it, King. Salute.
All right, Queen. All right. Well, look, salute to everybody that joined the show. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody in the chat. Another powerful chat today. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you this. We got a long week ahead of us, but look, register. Community cleanup. ToryLoweCleanup.com to volunteer. Sign up. Come to all 3 locations. Come to 1 location. Come to 2 locations. Hey, look, salute to our food vendor, Cousin Subs. We're going to have food for those at the last location. It's time to beautify our community together. Once again, if you want to volunteer, go to ToryLoweCleanup.com. Keep your head on a swivel. Green don't always mean go. And look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
Coming with straight truth.
If you acted up